And we're live.
Are we?
Yeah. Cheers immediately to my man Neil. Thank you, bud.
Neil.
Neil the Seal, dude. We appreciate you. Energy drinks. I like the question marks in between. I don't know if that was an emoji that didn't go through or if he was just...
I think it's an emoji. That's what my guess is. Is like, it's maybe some new emoji that the computer hasn't figured out how to mirror it yet.
Or maybe it's... he's saying energy drinks because people normally go, hey, this is for beers, but he doesn't drink.
Oh, so maybe it's like for alcohol.
Yeah, for energy drinks.
It's just like for any drink at all that you would like to consume.
Any drink at all. Energy, whatever, question marks. Anyway, what's up, guys? We're back with another live stream, 2 in a row.
This live stream is sponsored by Neil.
So far, definitely sponsored by Neil. We appreciate you, brother.
So drinking to Neil today. Today we are giving away the Honda.
The Honda XR 150, man. That was a fun bike. I had fun with it. Let me share the link in here with you guys real quick. I had fun with the XR. It was definitely one of those bikes that I couldn't believe how cheap Honda was selling it for. I'm not trying to downplay it. Like, 100% of the money goes to Forgotten Angels, so.
Yeah, but wasn't it like $4,000?
It's $3,000 is how much they were. I think probably more like $3,800 out the door.
Which is crazy, because what do you think the cheapest Harley that you can buy it right now is?
At the store or at Facebook Marketplace?
Okay, no, because I'm talking. You got that at the store, right?
We did get it at the store.
You got it at the store.
Mm-hmm.
You got it at the Honda store. So when you went down to the Honda store, the cheapest Honda you can get at the Honda store that they build for
$29.99. Yeah.
Is $29.99. So what's the cheapest Harley that they'll get?
I think $10,000.
Out of that's a lot of dollars.
I mean, when it comes to a bike, not really. I don't think that $10,000 is a lot of money for a brand new bike.
Okay, sure, but like for their bottom line brand new bike, when your competition's out there selling brand new bikes for $3,000,
you're gonna make me defend Harley on this one because the XR 150 doesn't. Nothing about it comes close to the bottom of the. Harley Davidson.
Here's a bicycle. You can have a bicycle for $3,000.
I love the XR 150. It's super dope.
That's literally.
It's very cool.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Is the bicycle not $3,000?
I don't know how much the bicycle is. I'm just saying that the Sportster
mod is there?
What is it? $975 for $10,000 is a freaking amazing. It's a hell of a motorcycle. It's fast as fuck. It's got great suspension. It handles great. It's got all sorts of I don't know. It's a great bike. It's $7,000. You could buy almost 3 freaking Hondas for the same price. But
okay, put it in the chat. I want to ask the chat. Would you rather have 3 Hondas, or would you say the cheapest Harley is?
$10,000.
No, but what kind of?
The Sportster $975.
Would you have one $975 or 3 Honda XRs?
I think you have to be a little closer.
Okay. Would you rather have one $975 Sportster or 3 Honda XRs?
Which would you rather have?
Okay, but hear me out.
I love you.
I'm not like a person with a family. You could get your whole family on bikes.
I like the Honda XR 150. I'm just like.
Yeah, but you could have 3.
I don't know what I do with 3 of them.
You could have an army of them. You can
like if you're making me choose.
Okay.
Am I spending the money or am I just choosing?
You're just choosing, I think.
Then between 3 of the same 150cc motorcycle,
it's kind of
or
a play
975.
On the would you rather fight 1 horse-sized cockroach,
right,
or 100 cockroach-sized horses?
I feel like 100 cockroach-sized horses would be very easy to defeat. Because I feel like
you think, though.
They would be no more powerful than a cockroach. Which I feel like I could 100 cockroaches. I'm like I could easily defeat 100 cockroaches. I might not like it. It's going to be kind of gross. Mm-hmm. But I feel like I could easily defeat 100 cockroach-sized horses. Maybe you couldn't. You would feel bad.
I don't know if I could. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would just
you like horses.
I just feel like you can kill me. It's fine. I'll take the sacrifice. I'll fall on my sword.
Being trampled to death by 100 cockroach-sized horses would take
worst death
it would take forever.
But it doesn't sound like the worst.
I think it would just you would be like, all right, go ahead, trample me to death. I give up. But then you would just die of starvation. They'd be like, this is taking days. They're working in shifts. Anyways, I think I would rather have the 975.
Okay.
But we're not giving away a 975.
We're not giving away a 975.
We're giving away a Honda XR 150, which is a really
just
cool
one
bike.
Of them, not 3.
Yeah, not 3, just 1. It's a very cool motorcycle. And, you know, the fact that Honda came out with it, it's carbureted. It's a throwback for sure. It costs them almost nothing to make. You know, if you were to, John Stanley, appreciate the 15 months of support. That's super awesome, dude. The crowns, still not sure. I think it's whoever posts the most or something.
Yeah, I think it's like a competition for last place.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. It's whoever, I think they give you that for whoever's commenting the most during whichever premiere or chat or whatever. So you're like our top commenter here. I think it's something they're doing to compete with Twitch.
I know, but I see it and then I'm just like, I go and I'm like, these are not accurate.
Yeah, but it's something. Okay, so
I see it all the time, and I think it's just randomly assigning it to people because I'll be like, and no offense, I'm not trying to make people comment what you want, but like, I'll see it and I'll just see somebody comment and they have the number 1 badge. I'm like, that guy hardly ever comments. He comments like twice a live stream or something.
I think it's whatever current live stream, because that's how Twitch works. Is it?
I know what you're saying. I was keeping track of it, and there's like, Fearsome Name, who's someone who I always say hi to because I'm always like Fenris the Feared, right?
Yeah.
He's been commenting for years. He usually doesn't leave a lot of comments during premieres. He's always there, right? Because I always have a thing I say to him. Like there's people that I always have like Phil Zilla, always Biker Babe Beth in the chat, by the way, boobs, bites, butts, and bush. So yeah, I always have, you know, and like Phil Zilla, I'm always just like the king of Phils. So to him, Beatles, I always say
she loves bugs.
I always say Fenris the Feared to him because I'm just like. Fearsome Name just sounds like it should have like a Fenris, like a cool name.
Yeah,
he usually says hello and nothing else.
Well, maybe
which is fine.
Maybe YouTube just wants to reward him, so they gave him a crown.
Yeah, and then he commented, and then he commented again. And he's like, "Why do I have a crown?" And I was like, "I don't know either, dude.
I didn't give it to you. Just like understand the responsibility that comes with it. Like that's been bestowed upon you from the YouTube, like." Algorithm, I guess, and if you'd also like to do that to us, it would be super supportive if you would like this video. You know what I'm saying? You know, YouTube lords, maybe they'll give us a crown of some sorts.
Derek Papa D, we appreciate you, man.
Can everybody give Josh a round of applause? Like physically do it, because he'll probably feel it through the universe. He just hit 300,000 subscribers. He didn't say anything. I just noticed it on his screen. Motherfucker didn't say nothing.
300,000 subscribers. That and $10,000 will get you a Harley.
It won't though, because Harley won't give you shit.
No, you need the 10 grand to get the Harley.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the joke. Yeah,
no. I get it.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that they just give them out randomly to people to like. YouTube is not just YouTube. Everyone's like weird and like manipulative, gaslighty like that. They just start giving out these like random awards that don't mean anything to get people to interact more.
They're trying to compete with Twitch.
Yeah, I'm like, that's my game with women. Okay, so stop fucking biting my style. It's random praise that means nothing. Just a little bit, so they want to get it again, but then I move the goalposts, you know?
Yeah, but
so they're
if I
constantly
don't have
striving
enough
for more.
treats in my enclosure, I have to start acting out.
Well, I do love a woman who acts out. What can I say? I am toxic, and I love toxicity.
I mean, like, yeah. So I like that. 300,000 people, that's a lot of weirdos. Could you imagine, like, back in the day...
Can you imagine the stench?
Okay, so, like... Back in the day,
Papa D, dude, we appreciate you. I hope your back feels better, by the way.
An army of 300,000 motherfuckers behind you, they'd be like, yo, Shadetree surgeon.
We could take over small countries.
We could have our own, like, everybody would, like, flock to, you know, like, kind of, like the Mongols.
Look at it. Robert Ridgway goes, haha, the rat experiment. And look, they gave him the #1 crown.
He's the Rat King.
Yeah. I'm like, why is he... And I'm like, Robert Ridgway, we appreciate you. I appreciate you rolling in.
Appreciate the Rat King. Yeah, Rat King.
But Robert Rat King. Robert Ridgway has not
Robert
left
Ridgway,
the
Rat
most
King.
comments.
Yeah, but
Like,
Robert
what does
Ridgway's
the
the Rat King?
What does a leaderboard mean?
I don't know yet. I'm gonna tell you.
I don't fucking buy it, dude. I don't buy it. It's a psyop.
But I'm so down to be psyoped. That's the problem with my generation and the generation underneath me is like we're living in a time where the Tetris blocks are just stacking up too fast and we're just like and we can't control it anymore. You're just like watching it all end.
This is my ideal
so
scenario.
We're like, yeah, sure, take over my brain, I'm down.
This is my ideal scenario. Drugmaster Telros, which I love that name, by the way. Drugmaster. It just sounds like, they call a motorcycle a speedmaster. He's the drugmaster. I just imagine him like being like, a little of this, a little of that. You know what I mean? Doing some just snorting crazy concoctions off it's like grinding up fucking beetle shells and snorting them. Like, I don't know. Drugmaster. He says, make him the king of Malta. They're still talking about us invading a country with 300,000 weirdos.
I do like.
I like that idea. I wanted to call back to that because we left it behind, and I'm like, I like the invasion idea.
I think it's really important to think about the people who subscribe to you like that. That's why we don't call the people who subscribe to us fans.
I hate that. Fans, I hate that.
We don't consider
soldiers.
You guys are
what I say. Freedom fighters, soldiers. Cannon fodder, not cannon fodder. What's another one? Loyal subjects. Maybe no. I'm bombing here. Help me. Sycophants. God damn it, dude. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I just said he said that he lives in Malta, and I like Malta because Malta is like Italy but gayer. It's very funny.
I don't know where that is. I'm gonna be 100%
Malta,
honest.
I think I don't really know where it is either. I just know it's Italy, but even like their cheese smells even more. Just like, and everybody has yachts.
I'm also one thing.
No offense, I love you, Drugmaster.
It's one thing about me is I am not ever gonna pretend like I know something. Like I'm not just gonna sit here and be like, yeah, haha, this joke's so funny. I'm gonna be like, no, where the fuck is Malta? And what are you talking about?
No, and I don't even know if it's Italy, but gayer. I knew one guy named John from Malta, and everyone called him.
It's really hard to be gayer than Italy. I'm gonna be 100%
Sorry, dude.
What?
I think he's just in there.
I didn't make that up. I just work here.
I literally just made that up. I don't know that at all. I've known one Maltese guy, and his name was John, and he was real fucking flamboyant. So in my head, I'm just imagining Malta as just like this extraordinarily flamboyant land of Italian people. I don't know. That's my only outside of Drugmaster Telros. My only experience with Malta is a flamboyantly gay, very old dude, like one of those like old dude who has like silver hair and his skin's just like leather orange. You know what I mean? Like super skinny, and he just like always has his shirt unbuttoned to like his navel.
Yeah, I used to work with a guy like that
Gold
when I was
chain,
a lifeguard.
You know what I mean? And so when I say flamboyantly gay, I don't mean like you're thinking like Pride Parade. He's not like yas queening people with a fucking pride mask on. Like this dude has a ring on every finger, and they're all worth $20,000. And he's got a silk shirt unbuttoned to his fucking navel, and a gold chain, and like little sideburns, and he smokes little fancy cigarettes that are very thin. He's like old school flamboyant gay. He's like, if he was in D&D, he'd be like a gay vampire. You know what I mean?
Who's this person, and can we be best friends?
Malta John. He's my only experience with Malta. He's all I know. Like, that's it, dude. Yeah, no, exactly. He had white curly hairs on his gold chain never touched his chest. It was always just nestled in the hair on his chest with like a Italian horn on it. He was a cool dude. He was cool. I like John. He's probably dead now. It was like, I haven't seen him in a long time, but he was very cool. He obviously lived a pretty dope life. Papa D, dude, we got to get you down here, man, because he won the freaking fishing trip. He hurt his back.
Buddy.
So he says, Papa D says, going to have a lower lumbar fusion surgery, hoping I will be healed enough to make it to Florida this fall. Can't wait to hang out with y'all. Well, what I would suggest, if we have the time, the best thing to do, hopefully it's the fall, would be to come either, like, plan to either stay before or after the... Our time is so busy for the camp out, but
it's like literally right before. It's like also because October is when the harvest is.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's like, I want them to come for the
be...
camp out, but it's like, if you come for the camp out, I can't guarantee that we'll be able to get out on the boat.
Yeah,
because it's like our most busy time.
Before the camp out, we're harvesting down in Medford. Bilbo, I know, buddy. There's a storm outside and he's scared. We're harvesting down in Medford with sessions out in Oregon, so we have to go out there and then come back for the camp out. And last October, we were actually hit with a pretty devastating hurricane, if you guys remember that. So I don't know what to predict.
I know, they're saying that this is going to be the worst hurricane season in years. We'll see. We're luckily where we are, we're very fortunately placed.
Yeah, there's no trees in our yard, really.
Yeah, we're in a yard, like in a big open field of 7 acres with not a single tree around us. Currently. And we're high up. And so we're good.
We lost a lot of the trees at Forgotten Angels that were bad. I know. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. Will you put him in there?
Yeah, come on.
And make his bed comfy for him, this poor dog. This poor Bubby.
Come on, come in. Come in the gate.
It's thundering outside, and I gave my doggy some CBD.
We gotta shut him in his cave.
I know I put a little bed for him in his closet. He's scared.
I know, he doesn't like it. I don't think the door actually closes.
It might not. I've never actually even tried.
He'll hit it open, but he might just lay down. I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Okay. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, he's spooky. He's spooked. Oh my God, Jason's here. Hello. Yeah, so we're going to be planning to be hanging out with Jason. Maybe Jason can come with us. Unless it's hurricaning. No, we're high up, like, in our neighborhood. Like, we're in one of the last evacuation zones when it comes to, we're like in evacuation zone E. And it can literally depend on your evacuation zone, can depend on your street. Like, there were houses within my neighborhood, like, so down the street from Forgotten Angels as well, like, that were, all their stuff is still outside. You'll see it if you come for the camp out in October, and anyone who came for the camp out in March. You'll see houses that still have a bunch of stuff outside because that, like, the devastation just doesn't go away. It took so long for the city to come pick everything up. I think it took, like, I don't know, like, probably 6 to 8 weeks for them to clean most of the roadways to, like, back to normal, which is a lot. Yeah, I'm always high up. You know me, dog. Know what I'm saying? The future is that I have to charge my bong. And I love that. Honestly. Because it also makes me not feel crazy about using a torch to smoke cannabis. Because that makes me look crazy. Welcome back.
Poor Bilbo.
I know, I feel bad for poor Bilbo.
I used to get really scared of thunderstorms. Not thunderstorms. Like, so there was like this weird... You guys ever remember nightmares from when you were a kid? Like recurring ones? I have very few recurring...
Bitch, I have recurring nightmares now.
Yeah, you're a bad person to ask because you have them now. I had very few recurring nightmares as a child. Like, I don't think this is my only one.
Anyone else in the chat, or is it just me crazy? Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha, unless. Ha ha.
Wait, what I missed? What is Beth saying? It's a long time coming, but I'm proud of you.
I don't know. I forgot already. I was talking about weed, and then I was talking about hurricanes. Probably the 300,000 subscribers.
Oh, I wish we could freaking send Papa D a bunch of weed, man. Unfortunately, it's Oregon only.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy.
Anyway, so my recurring dream, and I think this is like, it's a weird thing. So it makes sense as an adult, but there was like,
Why you say it like that?
because I'm leading up to a certain.
No, adult. It's adult.
It's just the way I say it. I said, well, maybe I'll say it a different way next
Okay,
time.
freak.
Yeah.
Sick
So-
and twisted.
I think that it probably isn't unique to people who grew up in Florida, but people who grew up in Florida, you grew up with the threat of hurricanes hanging over you. And so I would say probably the closest to that, because you have earthquakes and stuff like that, but earthquakes
I've never
happen frequently, but ones that are devastating happen so infrequently, like a generation can go by
Yeah.
without one happening. I think that probably fires would be more similar.
What about like tornadoes and stuff?
That's what I would say. I think the most similar is tornadoes, because the fires have always happened, but they seem worse now. But tornadoes, I think growing up in like, Kansas or something like that, one of the flat states where tornadoes are really bad,
Yeah.
Oklahoma, you probably would have that same threat. And certainly, I'm not trying to compare the two, because tornadoes are incredibly more individually devastating than hurricanes
They
are.
can be like pretty big, right?
They can be very big, but I would say individually devastating, because a hurricane will affect
A community.
a whole, like, millions of people.
Yeah.
Whereas even a really big tornado affects thousands of people. You know what I mean? So it's like on an individual level, I think hurricanes are much more devastating. Regardless.
Musty's Garage, if you are in our Discord, Joe is way better at diagnosing stuff. No shade at Shadetree.
Yeah. Musty, shoot me an email. I'll send you a link to the Discord and you can hit up Joe in there. And it's not just Joe. There's a shit ton of people in the Discord
we have like
who
a
are very
whole,
fucking...
like...
There's a whole section of people where you talk about working on bikes. They'll get you through it.
Somebody will be like, oh, actually, I have that same bike, and here's exactly what it is.
So, this also came about when I was a kid, which is crazy now because Godzilla has experienced like another round of popularity.
Well, there's there's Millie Bobby Brown's in Godzilla now.
It's like Godzilla's experienced a resurgence.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
there was, and he's experienced a couple resurgences, but one of them was when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It was like the advent of VHS is what caused the resurgence in Godzilla.
Why do you say that?
Because it was available. Before the VHS came out, VHS like brought a whole bunch of properties that were considered kind of dead before back into the forefront because they were available for people to get.
How would you watch movies before that?
You just didn't.
Well, there was like theaters, but then what?
There was theaters, and then like I remember when I was a little
Like you
kid,
didn't
we
own
went
a
to
movie, right?
There was Betamax before that, which was really expensive.
That sounds like porn.
Betamax, they did, of course, there was porn on everything, including VHS.
I'm
but
just saying,
VHS was the first one that
sounds like
was
a
like
website.
really readily available for everybody. Betamax was pretty expensive. Like that was for rich people. And not a lot of people put stuff out on it. When the VHS happened,
Yeah,
it was like
technology was expensive.
VHS was cheap. They were cheap to make, and the market just got. Everybody had a VHS player.
Yeah.
So that brought a lot of properties back into the forefront. Made the VHS.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But just staying focused, it brought so many properties into the. That's the part that's interesting to me about it.
I know.
Is that it took all of this old media that would have otherwise been lost. It was like westerns and kaiju films from Japan. Kung fu movies were really popular. These are all this stuff kind of came to the forefront again because everyone was like, dude, we got to make some money on this VHS shit. Like, what are we going to put on it? They weren't making they didn't have this. We're like, just take all that old shit, put it on there. And so as a kid, Godzilla experienced this insane resurgence in America because of VHS tapes. So like I had every single fucking Godzilla movie that ever came out. And he got really popular. They were making toys again. And it was always popular in Japan. They made movies like Godzilla in Japan is like our Marvel movies here. Like they make a new Godzilla movie like every 2 years. Like it's constantly new Godzilla movies. So there's hundreds. I don't know if there's hundreds of them, but there's a shit ton. And so they just released them all in the American market on VHS. And so I always, as an adult looking back on it, I thought it was very interesting that I used to be so scared of storms because the idea of Godzilla was that it was kind of born out of like this existential, overwhelming outside terror that you cannot control, which was the atomic bomb, that can just wipe you off the face of the earth without even knowing you were there. And that personification in a movie was Godzilla. And as an adult, I look back and I go like, oh shit, that's like being afraid of hurricanes. Well, this natural force, you know. And they have tsunami. So this is also a theme that's already been explored a lot in Japan with tsunamis.
Call it a tidal wave. You're an American.
Yeah. But so there's already very used to natural disasters and that sort of thing. So it's like the atomic bomb was something that they were able to, you know, put in the zeitgeist of their stuff. So I used to have these weird recurring dreams when I was a kid that were like on this sort of retro futuristic vaporwave looking like blue grid, just black and like this blue grid like Tron, like stretching out in front of me, and I'm running away and all you hear is like
oh, I don't like this story anymore.
Like these foot
That's
like
scary.
And they're getting louder. And they're getting louder, and as you're running away, and you keep hearing them getting louder until they're deafening, and you're still running, and all they do is get louder. And you can't look behind you on this grid, endless grid running forward as these footsteps just get louder and louder and louder until they're just deafening. And so that was this recurring nightmare I had when I was a kid. And it just always made me think of hurricanes, and it made me think of Godzilla. And I remember like hiding in my closet when they said a hurricane was coming and being terrified. And like thinking about like, oh, if Godzilla was here, like what would you do? What would you do? You just hide in your house.
No, I'd be scared.
You would just hide in your house and hope that it doesn't get stepped on. And be like, hopefully it's somebody else's.
I don't know. I would want to know if Godzilla was gonna come. Like I'd probably be peeking out my windows and like want to know which area like he's gonna choose from. I'd probably try and escape. I don't think I'd just hide in my house.
But if you go out of your house, you will for sure be spotted.
Fuck.
That's it. So it's like
Godzilla's not all knowing.
This is the scenario though. If you go outside and run, you'll be spotted and you'll be got for sure.
Spooky.
So you can only just hide and hope it's not you.
Okay, well this is not what I do. In my dream, I run. Okay.
Yes, I live near train tracks. Is anybody surprised? Literally in my backyard. Anyway, so moving on. Speaking of Godzilla and big steps, Blissful Ellie is here. So I forget where we were going before that. Yeah, it could be a bad hurricane season.
We were talking about hurricanes. Yeah. That's how we got into that.
Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to share that. One's an interesting story that I had as a kid. I thought it was fun. I don't have them anymore.
My reoccurring nightmare, I'll share mine, I don't care. Because it's also, it's just hurricanes. It's just fear of floods. Like, I have a dream all the time that, like, I'm, like, in a department store or, like, in an area of land, and then, like, the water just keeps slowly, encroaching with me and all these people. And then we all die, and it's over.
Right, like rising water you can't get away from.
Mm-hmm. And it's like the whole world. It's not just us.
That's super scary. No, like being in a freaking...
And like sometimes we run away. Like sometimes we can't. Sometimes it's just like an island and there's nowhere to run. But sometimes like Josh is like, we ain't fucking staying here. And then we'll try and run away. And we'll be like on this bridge. And we'll like, our bus is also a boat somehow.
I mean, I would feel like I could get away. And then but my toxic trait is like...
Also in... like a storm and boating and also busing.
Well, the boating thing's probably new, right? Oh no, you went out on boats when you were a kid with your dad.
Yeah, and he sucked. He was an awful captain. He would like forget to put the plug in.
Dude,
he would like go out too late and fucking we'd be out at night with no lights on the boat to get back. Like looking back now as somebody who has experience.
Boating experience, right?
Boating experience, like, going out and being on the boat regularly. I'm like, my dad
is bad at boating.
Restarted.
Yeah.
Oh my God. No wonder that man's jet ski was broken all the time.
So one thing that I really dislike I don't dislike it. It just like gives me a need. It feels like kind of cringy to me. Is how all these like boating channels, and you just did it, which is fine. I'm not jumped down your throat about it. All the boating channels that like make fun of dudes who are docking their boats or fucking up, they always call the dude driving the boat the captain. Like, what do you think?
Captain.
I know, but it's just so cringy.
He
I'm just
is.
like, what do you think about what this captain did?
Well, he is
and
the
I'm
captain. It's like, if it's your boat, it's because it's a serious fucking duty. It's like, if you're piloting the airplane, you're the fucking pilot. And
No,
if you're
Shay,
piloting the boat,
I get it.
You're the captain.
Yeah,
and you're
I understand.
responsible for everyone's lives.
I understand.
And not every stupid idiot should be able to be in charge of everyone's lives.
But anybody, if you just get a boat, you're now a captain. I don't know. I just think it's cringy to be like, this captain. I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. That's just a dude. Just call him the driver of the boat. I'm not gonna call him the captain.
You know, you're so right, because like motorcycle riders don't get like a cool name, do we?
Yeah, chill out with that.
We don't
shit,
get something
dude.
cool like that.
Thank you, Jason Bussey, dude. We appreciate you, man. Jason Bussey is always loving lamb, dude.
I think it's Busey.
Oh, Jason Busey is always loving lamb.
It's not
I think he's
Bussey.
actually I think he is a moth in secret. To
I
change his
love
profile
it.
lamp. Profile
Oh,
pic.
Bobo, it's okay. I know, it's so scary. The storm is scary. That's why we started talking about this, because the storm is scary.
Yeah, it's scary for Bilbo. Bilbo hears large footsteps when the thunder goes. Yeah, I just like the captain. Seriously, dude. Jason Busey, thank you, brother. I know I said Bussy. That was a joke. It was a little joke I like to make about your name. We do really appreciate you, brother. Moth or not, dude, we welcome moths here. Both moth-men and moth-women. So, fucking asshole, dude. I'm sorry, Jason. I just like, don't call it a captain. There's some dude out on a freaking John boat with a freaking 9.9 tiller freaking putting around, be like, oh, the captain. I'm like, that's just a fucking dude in a boat. It's a dude in an aluminum bathtub with a motor on it. That's not a captain. Like, don't call it, because I don't want to be called, people are like, you're the captain. I'm like, no, I'm not, dude. I'm just a dude who happened to fucking have a boat. I'm not a captain. Okay?
Somebody doesn't
I just feel like that's it. I didn't ask for this title, dude.
Somebody doesn't like labels.
No, I hate labels, dude.
I want to be the captain.
I'm the
Until there's any responsibility, and then Josh is the captain. Now I'm saying.
Sammy DeGrasse, yeah, the raffle creator.
Yeah, it should be in the description of this video if Josh set up the link properly. Did you?
Yeah, I think so. Probably. I mean, I think so.
Captain Dude, I like that.
Yeah, I'm Captain Dude.
That's what we gotta call any asshole with a boat.
Okay,
That's why you made that video forever ago. I remember that's the first video of yours I ever saw. Is why I don't wave back at other riders. And you're like, I'm not waving at any asshole who's got a fucking motorcycle. Fuck that guy.
Drugmaster Telros is clarifying the Malta thing. With the Malta story, by the way, that's my background. I'm more like Shay. My grandparents came to Australia, but it's still a lovely country. I went last year. See, so it's like, okay, so I can say it's just like Italy, but gayer. he's just Maltese. He's not actually raised there, okay?
Again, it's still pretty hard to be gayer than Italy.
So I just saw like Sugar Tree J. I can't wait to have you out on the boat down here. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're gonna have the most awesome summer ever hanging out with Sugar Tree J in the PNW. But I'm going to tell you, he's going to have the most awesome winter ever. That a PNW guy can have. Like, we're going to make sure your winter rocks just as hard, dude. So, Mish, what's up, dude?
Camping and boating. Boat camping.
So, it always is weird to me. So, with Drugmaster, and I wave at everybody, too. I had to delete that video because it was supposed to be a joke. It was a joke. I was like... Nobody got it. Okay, everyone thought it was so serious.
I understand. That was forever ago. When he made that video, that must have been like over 10 years ago then you made that video. Right?
Mm-hmm. I had to private it.
I watched that because like I remember that was the first video you ever told me. You're like, I have a YouTube channel. And I was like, what? You have a fucking YouTube channel? And you had a YouTube channel for fucking years by the time that you had told me. And I was like...
We had this conversation on your channel. It didn't used to be cool to have a YouTube channel.
I know. I'm telling the story about how I found out you had a fucking YouTube channel. That's not something you go tell your fucking family. It's like you go tell your young niece, I got a YouTube channel. She's probably going to make fun of you. But
no,
actually,
you had a YouTube channel.
No, I didn't at the time.
You did. You played like guitar on it or something.
No, I did Twitch. I did Twitch, and I had a Twitch channel called Smash Bros for Bros.
I swear you had a YouTube
Smash
channel like
Bros.
playing like guitar covers or something.
I did not.
Okay.
I did Twitch back then. And
I don't know. It was fun. It was a fun channel. It got kind of popular.
I liked your YouTube channel. I'll tell you, even back then when I was watching Vape Niche, I was like, you know what?
I had a good time making
Fuck
videos.
those assholes. I ain't waving at them either. So no, I'll tell you, I didn't get the video either.
It's okay. It was supposed to be like a parody of a dude who's so angry. I don't know. It was like
It was a different time.
Yeah.
Like Vape Nation was popular.
Yeah. It's fine, and I just eventually took it down because it did really well. But then I was just like, oh, this is like. I even tried remaking it, and I was just like, let me make it in a different way, and like make it like even more over the top and like obvious, and people still didn't get it. I'm just leaving this concept behind, and just deleted them both, just because it was like people were like mad. They're like, oh, a person out there hates me, and I was like, I don't want to put that energy into the world, so I just freaking got rid of it.
That's fair.
A lot of people did get it, you know. You were a kid at the time too, so.
Yeah, I was like in high school, I think,
Yeah.
when you released that video.
So just to. Oh, Jason Busey, congrats on the new tattoo, man. Beezer's in the chat too, good dude. So, our Maltese friend, Drug Master, said something I find really interesting that I never think about is that he's a first generation Maltese guy in Australia. And Australia is just a nation of immigrants as well. It's just like a newer America, which I just like, I forget all the time. Like everybody's, you know, from somewhere else. You know, they're Irish or they're English or I'm sure there's people there who are like first generation you know, their parents came there from America and they're Australian kids who were born from American parents, you know. Because people move from here to Australia all the time. Like surfers and shit like that.
I want to surf in Australia.
I mean, I don't know if I have any interest in surfing. Like, it looks cool. I guess I would try. It just seems fucking really hard.
Yeah. But
and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I have any interest in it. I'd have to think about it more.
Would you, like, do winter sports?
Mm-hmm.
So why not surf?
Because I feel like with surfing, there is, like if you're doing winter sports, like let's say I'm going to learn how to ski, which I would like to learn how to ski. You go like, there's like levels. You're like, this is the easy slope. This is harder. This is harder. This is harder.
Oh yeah. The ocean doesn't give a fuck about you.
Yeah, the ocean is just going to happen. So you don't get to choose what the wave is like.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, and then like maybe it could be really crazy. Maybe it could be really easy. So there's no like set baseline.
Yeah. Ocean doesn't give a fuck about you.
And so then there's also just like everybody's out there waiting to be on the same wave, you know, whereas like the slope that you get on, there's like a line. It's like, okay, you kind of release. So it's just like less interference. There is interference with other people, but less so, I would think.
No, there's still a lot of interference with other people.
But there's also, I don't know, there's just a whole bunch of reasons that surfing seems like hella intimidating from a social aspect and from an unpredictability aspect. That makes me not be very interested. I'm just like, it seems like a lot for like a reward that I'm like not that interested in it. That I'm like, I'm not going to put up with all this shit to go surfing, you know? There's like a really like huge freaking judgy culture in surfing. I know there is in skiing too. Like I realize that this also exists in skiing. But there's like in surfing,
I don't know,
there's
I feel
just
like
everyone's like, no noobs allowed, or like not on my beach, or like get this shit out of here. I'm trying to have a good time and you're ruining it. So I don't know. It just seems like surfing is like has a really toxic subculture in it, much like skateboarding does.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh my god.
It's very similar. So it just makes me not interested in surfing.
If you're up in the skate park, and you're like, basically, you're not a kid. They're like, get the fuck out of here.
Right. Oh, shit, dude. Joe said check your phone. I got my phone on silent. Sorry, man.
That's where I think I got a lot of the grace that I did have at the skate park. As a girl.
Oh, he just texted me. Joe's doing a live stream, too. I'm sorry, Joe. Yeah, so it's just like... So that's kind of it. It's like, it just seems like it's like, why would I? Because since I'm not that interested in it, it's like, I think surfing's neat. I'm like, oh, surfing's cool. Like, I could be into surfing, but I'm not like, damn, I gotta go surfing. I just gotta go. Like, I don't care that much. So I'm like, when I look at all the other factors, it's unpredictability. It's like hard to learn by yourself. And then, like, a lot of gatekeeping. I'm like, you know what? No, I'm not that interested in it. Fuck surfing. You know what I mean? That's kind of like where I land on it. Whereas, like, it seems like skiing has there's a lower gate to enter. Like, there's people there who are like, we will teach you how to ski. There's, like, skiing instructors are a very common thing. It's a trope. Like, oh, I got a skiing. I'm sure there is, but it's incredibly expensive. Like rich people get surfing instructions.
It's the same with skiing and snowboarding.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm being delusional. I just feel like skiing just seems like it has a way lower barrier of entry than surfing does.
I did go skiing with my mom, and it was not cheap.
No, I guess if you don't have the stuff, like you have to rent it. I did not have
any of the stuff. I had to rent everything.
Yeah.
And then like I still had to buy snow gear because I'm from Florida, and then also like. I hated it.
Yeah.
I hated it so fucking much. And, like, I had to watch the boyfriend that I had at the time and my mom go have a great time while I was like, I'm not fucking doing this. I'm not doing it. I fucking busted my ass one too many times. I tried really hard.
Yeah.
Because it was a 2-day thing.
But you snowboard. Everybody says not snowboarding, dude.
I did snowboarding.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I've been skateboarding for so long. I'm such a good skateboarder. I was skateboarding since I was fucking.
Yeah, they make memes about you. You're just like, the fucking person who skateboarded once and think they can snowboard. And it's just like, actually, no.
No, I couldn't snowboard at all.
I don't know. I've only seen snow like
I fucking ate shit so hard so many times. And after tumbling down that mountain like 100 times, I was like, I'm just not fucking doing this.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking doing it.
From what I understand, skiing is is a lot easier to get. Like, it's a way lower barrier of entry. That's what everybody says. They're like, you can be like, by the end of the day, you're like proficient enough to go down the hill without falling.
Yeah.
You know, if you're, I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't be. Drug Master. Oh, I love saying his name still. He's third generation technically, but most of my grandparents are full-on Australian Maltese who came around World War II. My parents are both first-gen Aussie Maltese, and then there's me. That's crazy, dude. I'm first-generation Italian, but my father also came here right after World War II. A lot of Italians kind of jumping ship right after World War II, you know? Yeah, the Germans had to go to Argentina. I think Italians just got to go wherever they wanted. Yeah, he got out of freaking...
Not Japan, though.
He got out of Egyptian prison camp just in time.
What?
Just in time to go to try his luck at being in Hollywood, at being a star. That's the old joke about... People like to make fun of the French for giving up all the time. They ain't got shit on the Italians. Italy used to... That's why everyone always compares America to Italy. They're just like, oh, it's like the empire, they're falling. Italy used to rule the fucking world.
Okay, well, you should assume, first of all, when you tell me anything, that I just don't know.
So Italy was in charge of the Middle Eastern front, sort of, I guess, in World War II. Because in Africa, you know?
I thought it was the French.
The French were on our side. The Italy were the bad guys.
Yeah, but they were still dipping their toes in the Middle East like all the fucking time.
Oh no, this is World War II. So
yeah.
Anyway, the big joke. People say this for France all the time, but the big joke was always like, oh, I've got some Italian rifles for sale. Never fired, only dropped once. Like as a surrender. Like never got shot, only dropped on an arm.
I get it.
That was like the big joke. And I remember my dad telling the story, and he just goes like, which is weird, I know, because I'm 41, and it's just like, how do you have a father? How do you have stories, direct stories that were told to me as a child from World War II veterans on both sides? And I do, because I was raised by my grandfather, and then I met my father when I was older. My father was much older. My father was 101 when he died. He was born in 1921, the same year as my grandfather. Anyway, so I remember him talking about being in Italy and he was in the Mussolini youth. It was like a very normal thing. And you know, you get conscripted and sent to war. And he goes like, what are you supposed to do? He goes like, they give you a rifle that's like a bolt action rifle. Mm-hmm. And they're like, send you to war. And then like people come with planes and tanks. And you've got a rifle that's from like 1890. And you're just like, oh God, fuck no, dude. Yeah. It's like trying to fight a fucking bear with it's like trying to fight a bear with a stick. You're like, I give up. And so they just like, that's kind of what happened. Very few deaths, and on that front, they basically just rolled in. All the Italians were like, we don't really even want to be here. And they just put them all in an Egyptian prison camp until the war was over, and then they let them go.
That is exactly what would be happening with my generation. We're like, we don't even really want to be here, okay? Just like, no. Oh, wait.
I don't blame them, dude. What would you do? Like, you'd be like, fuck no, dude. Like, get me out of here. Like, and you're also telling me, like, dude, the prison camps, they're giving you like American prison camps, they were giving them 3 meals a day. They had better conditions there than they did in because Italy was so broke. Like, they had nothing. Their supply lines sucked. They were getting fucked with. These guys were fucking starving.
Like, let's go get captured by those guys.
You get eaten, they fucking feed you and clothe. I don't know. Anyway, it's a whole, like, the Middle Eastern and African front in World War II is like literally treated as a joke in the annals of history.
Well, I know what I'm going to be reading before I go to bed tonight.
I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom. Bilbo, finally, the drugs are working, I think.
Good.
Or
he took the drugs and the drugs are working.
Or the storm stopped, whichever one.
I love my Wikipedia hole before bed every night. I have to choose between all of the information in the entire world and my eyelids every single night. Guess what wins every day? Yeah, unfortunately, they did not teach me much in public school in Florida. Let me tell you. So a lot of the history that I've learned now has been from reading books, listening to veterans, like that I've met mostly through motorcycles and YouTube, and like watching YouTube videos that are essentially like documentaries. So since then, I have become a motherfucking patriot. Let me tell you, before I learned about all this stuff, I did not care. And the more I learned about history, the more I'm like, wow, God bless the USA. I am so proud to be an American, because if I wasn't, I would be with the rest of my family in Lebanon, and I don't want to be. I like being here right now in Florida. I like yapping online. Thank you. No, I'm not red-pilled. I'm not blue-pilled. I took both pills, and now I'm in Tampa, Florida. Okay?
Who's calling you blue-pilled?
No, someone said I'm red-pilled. Because I said I was a patriot. Because I learned about history. Yeah, I don't think that makes me red-pilled.
What do you get when you mix red and blue?
Purple.
We're purple pilled. I don't know. I just don't fucking subscribe to any of that shit. I don't play team sports, dog. Didn't play them when I was a kid. I don't play them now.
You know, I didn't play sports when I was a kid either.
No, I played sports.
I
I
was
just
in a
didn't play
marching
team
band.
sports.
Is that a team sport?
Yes.
I did sports.
I mean, I did. I played football for a little while, but...
Yeah, you were really good at it. And you were like...
My team was really good at it. I don't know if I was particularly good at it.
Well, didn't you say you were like...
Undefeated and scored upon. 2 years.
That makes you good at it, I think. I don't know anything about football, though, so I could be wrong.
I think when we were playing it, it was just like... When you're playing football as a freshman, they're like... Some people are 6 feet tall, and some people still look like they belong in the 6th grade. Like freshman year in high school is a weird place. So like junior varsity football is a place where you have like literally 6 men, people who are the size of men, tackling children. Like anybody out there who, I guarantee you. So leave this question in the chat. Anybody out there play junior varsity football, freshman or sophomore year in high school? It's brutal, dude. So like it'll be like Jason goes through it all the time. When we go to Jason's games, and it's like the soccer kids where you're just like, why does that one kid look like a fully grown man?
Yeah, well, in comparison, like to the other kid, like.
So that's why it's so easy. That's why I'm like, were you good at it? No, dude. It's just easy if a team has a lot of kids who had growth spurts and are bigger. It's very easy for that team to just dominate. So, yeah, and so Ellie was 6 foot tall as a freshman. So was I. I was a 6 foot tall freshman. I was big. Great at football. The problem was, at the end of sophomore year, everybody else kept growing. And so the guys who went on to play varsity football, who were 6 foot tall freshman year, where I stayed, 5'12 and a half, we'll say. By the end of fucking high school, those guys were all like 6'6". You know what I mean? Like, they just kept growing, dude. And they all went to play college ball. But like, I was just like, nah, I'm not going to do this anymore. Because now I'm the kid. Because if you're trying to play football on a varsity level in high school, in a big city at least, where Tampa's not a huge city, but a bigger city, and you're playing like, if you're fucking 6 foot tall and you're a senior and you're playing football, which I did, I left school before that, you're getting annihilated. Like, kids there are, like, you're playing against people who are going to go on to play fucking college ball. And those guys are mutants. They're huge. So anyway, that's just how it went. Manny Mick's got it. He goes, JV football is like a monster truck rally. Yeah, it's like fucking monster trucks running over cars, dude. It's insane. Look at it. Jared Phillips, 6'2", 430, freshman year. He's going to get, for freshman year, 14 to 15 years old. Think about a 14-year-old. Some of the 14-year-olds are 6 foot tall. And some 14-year-olds are 5 feet tall still. But they're still like, yeah, try out for football. And then they got to go against, what was his name? Then they got a fucking Jared Phillips Stubbs walks out and fucking wipes the floor with little Timmy, dude. That little Timmy thinks he's fucking throwing a touchdown, and they got and they got old Stubbs.
Against Stubbs?
They got Stubbs here on fucking nose tackle, fucking destroying him, dude.
I stopped growing, I think in the 7th or 8th grade, so I was like 12 or 13 when I stopped growing.
Yeah. Oh shit! So you were like normal size for a while.
Yeah, I guess in comparison to everybody else, I don't think I was ever particularly small. Like,
now you are.
Yeah, that was just like they kept telling me it was gonna happen for me, and it fucking never did. Because my mom is like, I don't know, 5'9", 5'10".
Right. Yeah, she's like kind of.
Yeah.
And she's above average for a woman.
No, my mom's tall, and she's like, she's slender, but she's got wide hips. Like, she's a woman.
Built like a woman, yeah.
She's built like a woman. And my dad is 5'2".
You know, there are some
A
people.
5'2" Lebanese man.
There are some people who will say you got the best of both worlds, but I'm sure you'd still rather be like 6 feet tall.
I'd rather be 6 feet tall. I'm gonna be 100% honest.
I don't think there's anybody who's 5 foot tall who doesn't be like, I wouldn't mind an extra.
Yeah,
foot.
I wouldn't mind reaching the cabinets.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
What about this one though? So this is a good question for Ellie because it's like, what are the extremes? Would you rather be 5 foot tall or 6'5"? As a dude, that's the easiest answer in the world. As a girl, that's a different answer.
Girls in the chat, please weigh in.
All 3 of you, one of which is Ellie.
Beth's here too.
Oh yeah, no, Beth's here. Yeah.
And then Lala. Yeah, 3.
3.
Come
Would you
on,
rather be
girlies.
5 foot tall or 6'5"?
I would rather be 6'5" any day. Any day.
No, I'm not judging your answer. I had no judge
Maybe.
for your
I don't
answer.
know. 6'5" is a pretty dramatic. But it's just as dramatic as being 4'11".
It's just as dramatic as being 5 foot tall. Maybe not so much. I think it's a little more dramatic because
Well, it's like
some
when you're
girls are
talking-
5 foot tall. You can put on platforms.
If it goes 4'10", I'm 4'11".
Blissful Ellie goes, I wish I was even taller.
I love you, but like, okay, so it's like I'm 4'11".
Right.
And then, so there's girls that can be 1 shorter than me. Shut up! And it goes 1 inch shorter than that, and you are now a dwarf.
Right. You're 2 inches away from being a dwarf.
So it's like, I don't think the extremes go shorter than me until you go into people who have literal dwarfism.
I'm just saying, like, if you put on a pair of fucking platforms, you're like just a short girl, not extremely
Yeah,
short.
then I'm 5'2".
Yeah, now you're just like a short girl. Whereas, like, if you're Blissful Ellie, you put on platforms, you're 7 feet tall.
Fuck you, bitch. Like,
7 feet, that's a big number, you know? She regularly hits 7 feet tall. I'm with you, though. I feel like, as a dude, it's easy. I would be like, of course, 6'5" instead of 5 foot. And I think most women would pick 6'5" over 5 foot. I think that would be like, nah, I'd rather be extra tall rather than short. Or, sorry, I think that most short girls would pick that. They would be like, or maybe any girl, because even a girl who's 5'5" would be like...
you don't know what life is like down here.
If you're 5'5" as a girl, and you're like, no, I'd rather be 5 feet. Just imagine being 5 inches shorter. As a dude, that's like...
That's devastating.
Imagine cutting off your junk. You're just like not.
That's not true. I love short kings. I love my short kings, and shout out to all my short kings in the chat. Just because we're praising tall boys today does not mean I don't love my short kings. Okay. I dated a guy who was 5'3", okay?
Yeah.
And he said he was 5'5", and I was like, you're a fucking liar.
I think that from a guy's perspective, Shay's not looking at it from like how a guy views her though, because everyone's like, oh, 4'11" is hot, that we like a short girl.
I don't give a fuck.
But like, yeah, that's not how she's viewing it.
I want to see things. I want to know what the world is like up there. I want to see the cabinets.
I think the only problem with like from a guy's perspective is some dudes are like can't have a girl that's taller than them because they feel like emasculated or weird or something.
Oh god,
it's a thing.
That's like your problem.
Yeah.
I want to see the cabinets.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I just
anyway, I saw a really funny thing on TikTok.
Yeah, you little TikTok.
Yeah, I was a little TikTok.
You a little
Right?
TikTok.
I'm a little TikToker.
Are you a TikTok?
So I was looking
Are you
at.
TikToking?
I was looking at.
You're unloyal to Instagram.
No, Instagram is where they keep the boobs. So I'm loyal to Instagram because you can do whatever there. Instagram's the Wild West, dude.
I know, they're so weird.
Bro,
it's
they'll let
the
you do
Wild West
anything.
because it's like also sometimes they'll be like, just kidding, time to die.
I know, right? It's like Russian roulette. It's like everyone can show their tits except for you.
fake Lizzie.
I'm just like, what the fuck?
like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
dude, freaking Blissful Ellie had a giantess page that got deleted.
Yeah, so it's like,
And it was literally
So
the tamest
it'll
like
be
edits of people like editing her
But
being
it
a
doesn't
giantess.
matter.
And that was it.
sometimes you just get caught. It's like getting caught in a bad
Yeah.
storm.
And I'm like,
the
bro,
Wild
you can
West.
go on there and literally see bare tit on Instagram. And Blissful Ellie got her entire fucking page deleted.
And she doesn't even have a
nude
only.
for photoshopping herself as above a city. Like
That's
deleted.
so ridiculous.
This is insane.
Wait, are you Fucking
no, I'm not. And it had like 20,000 followers too. It was called Soul Goddess Ellie.
I'm calling the police.
It was PG. Yeah,
That
it was 100%
not
PG.
acceptable.
There was no thongs. It was literally her fully dressed with like her foot raised over her shit.
Woo. 911.
Delete it, dude.
Fucking slut patrol. What the fuck, man?
But so we were trying to find like not a theme, I guess, because we're like pushing the raffle. That's what we're doing. I'm pushing it. Like you guys are doing it anyway, but we like to do a countdown for the raffle. You know what I mean? Let me share the link in here again for you guys.
There's only 2 days left, and we are giving away the Honda today.
In an hour, we're giving it away. So you have 1 hour left.
I know we just get so distracted talking about literally anything.
So yeah, we've got an hour left. Somebody's winning the Honda. We're gonna call somebody. Keep your phones on. Okay. Phone's on.
Oh yeah, so I also want to follow up because there was kind of an anticlimactic ending to the last live stream that we did on Josh's channel for the last raffle. We did get in touch with the winner, and I told Josh, I was like, man, we really gotta stop live streaming like super late at night, because we called that motherfucker at like 11 o'clock at night at his time, and he texted me in the morning, I'm so sorry, like I wake up at 3 a.m. for work.
Oh god, dude.
Just to tell you guys, like there was a winner, and we did get in contact with him.
Everyone keeps bitching about the ads.
What are you talking about?
Dude, I never know what to do, and so it's just like, let me turn this off.
What do you want?
No, I'm gonna do it.
Like, how do?
No, I'm gonna fix it.
Can you like turn them off? Like
I'm gonna turn it off. Yeah.
Like while we're doing it.
I think so. I think I can just turn them off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause it was like I picked the option. It was like I just was like, oh, let YouTube insert them.
Oh.
I was just like, oh, and it goes like, oh, just let YouTube do it. I was like, all right, I'll do that. I never do that, but I was just like, do it. And now everybody's bitching. So I just turned them off.
Because usually it does it so that you'll get an ad for like while you're watching it if it wasn't live, but he just said it earlier.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I literally had never done it before, and I was just like, all right, well, I'll do this one this time.
No, I see what you.
And everyone, this is probably like the 10th comment I've seen of someone being like, "What's with the ad?" So I just turned them off. We literally, there's 6 or 7 people in here who left super chats.
Yeah,
who are
so
like,
thank you for sponsoring tonight's episode.
Have sponsored it way more than any amount of ad revenue that YouTube would ever give. So a normal live stream might make like from YouTube ad revenue, like maybe $50-$60 or something like that, if it does well. So it's like not worth it to me anyway, for people to be annoyed and have a bad viewing experience. So. Yeah, we were trying to find a theme for this. Not that we need one, because we're pulling a winner here pretty soon. But I wanted a theme for one, because we're like trying to like just make the live streams better. We go through phases. Like we were live streaming pretty regularly on Shay's channel, and then we were trying to do the Twitch thing. That was probably when we were like the height of like
it was such a
taking it seriously.
Creator Clash 1 was popping off, like, and
just like it fell apart because like our equipment was kind of shitty. It was old, and so we were having a lot of issues. It was good equipment, but it was good equipment like 10 years ago. So we were having a lot of issues with our equipment that was frustrating me specifically a lot. And so it made me not want to do it because we would always like have audio issues, and I got very frustrated with it. And then also a big part of it was like Twitch got super fucking weird.
Yeah, I don't like streaming on Twitch anymore.
So we were just like, dude, we're not streaming on Twitch anymore. It just like Twitch got insanely political. And like I said, I'm not for or against anything, but I'm against talking about it. And Twitch got so I was just like, dude, we're fucking out of here, dude. I don't want to do this anymore.
And everybody having like teehee maxing, like I want everybody to enrich their life in the best way possible, and I don't want to talk about politics.
Yeah, I don't want to do politics, dude. We're trying to fucking have a good time.
I'm trying to have a good time.
So, anyway, I was just like looking through TikTok. I was like, maybe we'll make fun of some TikTok people. That's always fun. Justin, we appreciate you.
Thank you. We will put that into the tank.
We actually usually take all super chats and put them towards fixing up bikes for
Yeah,
Forgotten
but
Angels.
said.
He did say boat money.
He said boat money, and 4 people liked it, so I feel like we'd be lying to the not only those 4 people, but also Justin if we didn't put it in the vote.
So, yeah, I'm bad about the ads because I've had YouTube Premium since it came out. I know, Elite. I know. It's so nice,
okay,
but like,
no, but dude, once you convinced me to get it, I was totally not gonna.
I haven't seen an ad in fucking. I don't even know what they are.
I've been an avid YouTube user my entire life, like chronically online on YouTube.
Yeah.
I didn't get YouTube Red until like 2 years ago, and I was still a YouTuber for the last 5 years. So I'm saying like. For the first 3 years that I was making YouTube videos, I was like, fuck that shit. They should pay me to have YouTube Red. And I stayed that way.
And once you do it, you're just
and
like,
then once I did it, I was like, oh my God, I'm never going to watch an ad ever again.
Samuel DeGrace. What a cool last name. DeGrace.
We did ride out to the Colorado Rockies.
Had a good time. We'll do it again.
The video is titled Riding with Zero Visibility. You can go watch it on my channel.
I would love to ride out to the Rockies again. So you didn't have to send us a super chat of $19.99 to get us to do that. We would have done it anyway.
Yeah,
but we still appreciate you. And my man Sonny.
Well, let's go again.
Yeah,
let's go again. It sucked last time because it rained on us.
Sonny Shack with a 5, dude. We appreciate you, brother. Sonny Shack has been following forever. We have a thing going. Like, I leave him the same comment back. He leaves the same comment on every video, and I leave him the same comment back. We've been doing it literally for years.
Oh, thanks, guys.
It's very funny.
Yeah,
if I don't see Sonny's comment, I'm like, fuck. Sure, it's the same way too. If I miss his comment, he's probably like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Jared. It's a Stubbs, dude.
Stubbs.
Dude, thank you, Stubbs. Well, we appreciate it, man. Ads are off. I turned them off. I tried it out. I just was like, oh, maybe.
Ads off, and that's all.
I don't hate money, dude. I was just like, I'll turn the ads on. But if people are having a bad time, fuck it. I'm not going to do it.
It's also the reason why we don't, let's take a moment to thank our sponsors.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard about a wonderful shaving cream? And this shaving cream is going to be the best shaving cream for your pits and privates.
Yeah.
And...
Sorry, I know we were just talking about motorcycles and boats and having a good time, but would you guys like to talk about your balls? We've got the best razor for your balls. Your balls are going to be so happy you'll have balls. 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 Ball. I'm just like, bro, I'm not fucking doing this.
I'm not doing it. I don't want to do it. So thank you to you guys. Literally, thank you so much. We have
I'd rather be fucking hungry.
The best army ever. You guys are not our fans. You're not our audience. You're literally our friends and our army. Because if it wasn't for you guys, we would be sitting here saying balls over and over again.
Bro, your balls are going to be so happy. Your wife will be like, look at those balls. You'll get so much sex. All the girls will be like, your balls are so smooth. I'm just like, bro. Every razor, everything I want you to promote is just like the fucking Ballmaster Smooth Ball Bag 5000 ball. I was just like, this is so. I hate that shit, dude. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Don't stop making me think about my balls, dude. I'm trying to fucking ride motorcycles. Drugmaster again, dude. We appreciate the fuck out of you. You're dropping too much. We appreciate you. I gotta fucking ban you from super chatting.
This is not to shit on anyone who does that. I'm just very thankful for you guys that we don't have to do that. Because everyone's got to make their fucking dollar.
Yeah,
and
no,
this
I'm
is
not
to shit on anyone.
Unless maybe it's for wipes. They're like, do you want your asshole to be so clean you can poop? This is a poop wipes.
Specifically.
Why is it?
I'm shitting all over them.
Bro, it's like what? It's always like some sort of bathroom or genital related thing. It's just like these are the manliest toilet paper ever. You'll use this toilet paper and it's called Super Sasquatch 5000 and it's scented like leather and grease and I'm just like, what the fuck are you selling me right now, dude? The fuck out of here with this shit. It's like the whole manosphere fucking like man products that they always want you to sell. I'm like, you can fucking keep it, dude. I've been using Old Spice since before Terry Crews. I'll be an Old Spice man till the day I die.
I do like
Suck my dick,
I do
dude.
really like Terry Crews, though.
I'm not doing it.
I like Terry Crews. He's funny.
I'm not doing it. Vindicius. Yeah, I know, man. I fucking power. He goes, you sound like a Power Thirst commercial for balls. I do.
Okay, so I want to.
I love Power Thirst.
I want to thank all of our sponsors tonight. Thank you guys, and thank you to Balls.
Now, without Balls, we wouldn't be here.
I know. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Balls.
Appreciate you, Balls.
Shout out to Balls.
They didn't need to be shaved to get us here, so.
I know.
They could just be fucking
That's
natural
okay.
balls. Anyway, so I was looking up a bunch of stuff because I was like, oh, I'm trying to find some TikTok people to make fun of. And then I decided not to because I kept looking at people to make fun of and they follow me. I was like, God damn it, dude.
Don't do that.
Yeah, and I was like, I can't be like.
You've done that before, and you said you don't like all the shit that comes with it.
Yeah, no.
Because you've said, I don't even want to bring up the names that you've made fun of in the past.
Yeah, so I was like, nah, dude, I can't do that.
Also,
but I did find one funny thing. I'm going to share it with you guys.
Also,
Adriani says,
talking shit online, we're really just raising awareness.
Adriani says, should I buy my neighbor's 06 Softail Deluxe with 14,000 miles for $6K? Numbered paint, lone rider, or wait to win the Miami Sound Machine? Well, I wouldn't wait. If you want that bike, that's a good bike.
It's like $25.
They're very different motorcycles. Here's the thing. If you buy that bike, you can just, and you win, you can just sell one of them. I guess, you still get your money back, right? Oh, like Samuel DeGrace, he goes, John Wayne's toilet paper takes shit off no one.
I don't get it.
Because John Wayne don't take no shit.
Who's John Wayne?
John Wayne is a cowboy. True Grit.
I don't think we've seen True Grit.
No, I keep meaning to make you watch True Grit. We'll do a John Wayne. I wonder if there's a John Wayne.
I don't think I've seen True Grit. Because I really, really like cowboy movies. So I'd remember if I saw it.
So let's put on this. We'll probably get copyright struck for this, but everyone's fucking super chatted. So I don't care anymore. I don't. Fair. I'm like, fuck it.
Fuck it, we ball, dude. Thank you guys. Now we get John Wayne because of you guys. It's all because of you guys we get John Wayne.
Can I share this with?
Yeah, you just bring it over here to the screen and switch it over to the React screen.
Well, can they hear it though?
Yeah.
Okay.
They can hear it. We won't be able to, just because, or else there would be a loop.
Can I put it really low, maybe?
I don't know. They'd have to tell us. You guys will have to tell us if there's a loop. So go to the React. Yeah, so we're good. I
just want to do I don't even know which one to do. I don't want to be like, oh, this one's the top one. You're allowed to be gay. I don't care.
Why did I just look at the chat and I just see I'm gay?
I also read it in the iDubbbz voice.
I'm gay.
I was like, I'm gay.
I'm gay. Yeah. Tell it to the judge. Which is me.
Derek, let's finish our super chats. Derek, we appreciate you, brother, dude. Derek, you're giving too much, man. You put a loopy on pain medicine is what he is. My balls are always happy when I'm out there around the freaking crew, dude. Oh wait, I typed that out loud, dude. We love you, brother. It's okay to have
type that out loud.
It's very funny. Drugmaster Teller, I'm hoping to get the Miami Sound Machine. If there's a way to bring that thing down under to Rep Rapstar in Florida, hell yeah. I don't know, but if there isn't,
I want to go if we do.
If there isn't, I'll just fucking sell it and Venmo you the money or something. I don't know.
Or can we go with it? I
don't know. I would want to try to get it down there. But if there wasn't a way, we'd just get you the money for it.
Imagine Brapstar down under, though.
I would like to go to Australia. And I know from watching other people go to Australia that they, people show out to hang out because they're always just really appreciate you coming. Aww. Because it's far.
I like that. I want to do Brapstar down under.
My man Michael Holmes, the winner of the V-Rod. Y'all must have left an impression on me. A couple of brothers asked when the next camp out. My wife owes me a vacation. Come on down, dude.
Yeah, come down.
Doing another one in the fall.
Everybody is welcome.
All right, let's see if...
Except Loose Juice, honestly.
Yeah, you can still come, though.
Yeah, you can still come, but you're not welcome.
I'm like, which one of these is going to be the best? I don't know. I've never watched a John Wayne compilation. I'm just going to pick the first one.
Yeah, I mean,
John Wayne's
I
best
didn't
lines.
even know who John Wayne is.
I'm going to try to turn it on. If you guys...
So is John Wayne the...
immediately starts with a fucking rebel flag.
Yeah, but okay, so is John Wayne the actor or the cowboy? Like the character?
Brick have fell on you. Demon sugar like a kid. Well, they whip kids to
I'm just kidding, Justin. I love you.
All right, old Teeler. Climb to that wagon wheel. Well, here's my word. Get the hell off my spread. Now. Nobody. And nobody run in here either, huh?
Get him, dude.
I'm not gonna hurt him. Get up. I don't hold jail against you. I hate a liar.
I don't know. John Wayne's bad as hell,
God,
dude.
me too. I also hate a
Get out
liar.
off them horses. I don't favor looking up to the likes of you.
Damn, that's a hard line, dude.
Can I marry him? Is he dead? Is he...
So, you know what's crazy about watching John Wayne? Because I watched so much John Wayne when I was a kid. And my grandfather not only looks like John Wayne, but like when you listen to him talk, that's exactly what he sounded like. I don't have to listen to the
Shut
likes
up.
of you. Like, it just like sounded exactly, which is sure on purpose because
Yeah.
like he watched a lot of John Wayne, but like, anyway, I wanted to pause it real quick. Is it echoing? Can you guys hear it?
Justin, you'll have to tell us.
Yeah. And does anybody know?
Justin's our only Jamie.
I know, right?
Like, for real, Justin, you're only Jamie, so if there's, like, anything you want from Brapstar ever, just tell me. And you can get it for full price. I'm just kidding! I'm just
All right.
kidding.
People are saying it's not echoing, so we
Okay,
can play
perfect,
it low
perfect.
and it'll
Okay,
still be
okay,
fine.
okay, play
All
it.
right, cool. What's very cool is like Kurt Russell has done a bunch of John Wayne impressions. And his like Snake Plissken is just him doing like an extended John Wayne impression.
Which one's Kurt Russell?
Escape from New York, Escape from LA, The Thing.
Pull up his face for me, though. It's hard for me to remember. We'll show the audience, too.
Right,
they
I'm
know
pulling
it.
it up over here.
Well, you could pull it up in the other tab.
I know better to fucking like
Oh,
pull up.
right.
You don't search for stuff.
You're supposed to have a separate account for that. Duh. For
Or
like,
you just do it off screen. Although the one time I did show it, I was fine.
good noodle.
So, Kurt Russell's most famous John Wayne impression, I would say, if anyone else didn't know, they all know who Kurt Russell is, though, would be his most famous John Wayne impression. I'll show it after you watch this.
Okay.
Because you'll be like, oh, shit, he's doing John Wayne right now.
Okay.
You say 3, mister. You'll never hear the man count 10.
Oh, I have feelings.
Got him.
The hell there ain't. Sherry was right. You're soft. You should have let him kill me, because I'm going to kill you. I'll catch up with you. I don't know when, but I'll catch up. Every time you turn around, expect to see me. There's one time you'll turn around and I'll be there. I'm gonna kill you, Matt.
Damn, dude.
Son, since you haven't learned to respect your elders, it's time you learn to respect your betters.
Damn, dude.
You can call me father, you can call me Jacob, you can call me Jake, you can call me a dirty son of a bitch. But if you ever call me daddy again, I'll finish this fight.
Okay. Okay.
Calling me that, son.
Now you understand. Anything goes wrong, anything at all. Your fault, my fault, nobody's fault. It don't matter. I'm gonna blow your head off. It's as simple
That's me
as
to that last guy.
I don't know, man. John Wayne is hard as a concrete dildo, dude. He
No,
fucking
that's what I
kills
mean.
it.
I'm going to blow his head off.
I'll do the thinking. Keep him going. You want that gun?
But
pick
his
it up.
acting is so stiff. It is such a,
wish you
like,
would.
a time
He plays
and
one
place
character.
thing. Well, no, even that, his acting is stiff.
Except those
It's
in
just
your
how
own
movies were
mercenary
filmed.
little
They don't
heart.
film movies like this anymore.
How do I turn up their volume, Shay? They're asking. Screen share? This
Yeah.
one?
That's their volume.
There you go.
That's for risking my grandson's life. You do that again and I'll break every bone in your body.
Guard, give me a rifle.
What is this?
You can't learn the easy way, you'll learn the hard way. I'd make a thrust.
What, without a scabbard?
You heard me.
You mean this way? Yeah, like this.
You get the idea? Carmen! Go on.
The only John Wayne movies my grandpa didn't watch were war ones. He hated those.
No, you got me scared.
I think I recognize some of these. At least some of the scenes because they played them in
You
films.
better marry
Yeah.
that girl.
Like, because you have to
Yeah,
see some of this stuff.
Some
like,
of the John Wayne movies
When
are
are you
really
gonna stop
hokey.
telling people what to do?
But
yeah, I went to film
later
school,
in his
by the
life,
way.
so like
All right,
after
Buster,
Clint
what do
Eastwood
you
came
do?
out and like
Yeah,
kind of
30
made
years
westerns
older
way
you
more
are.
gritty.
Yeah.
They
the
did
back
a
row
bunch of
once,
gritty John
but
Wayne ones. They were very good. Like
twice.
True Grit is probably the best
On my
example.
worst
True
day,
Grit's
I get
amazing.
beat the hell out
It's an amazing movie.
If I can't teach you one way, I'll teach you another. But I'm gonna get the job done.
This is True Grit.
Fill your hand, you son of a bitch!
If I dress like that, are you guys gonna make fun of me?
So now I'm gonna show you, and you're gonna get it as soon as I pull it up. Like you'll know what it is because you're seeing me pull it up.
Ha!
But so you have to like look down, do your dab, and let me pull it up.
Okay.
So you like,
Okay.
you know the Kurt Russell when Kurt
Guys.
Russell is doing John Wayne.
Army, be honest. If I dress like that, are you gonna make fun of me? Are you guys gonna say something about it? Or are you guys gonna like just be chill? Because like something tells me if I just start dressing like this, nobody's gonna be chill about it. Like everybody's just gonna have to be like, "What are you wearing?" And I'm like, "What are you wearing?" Because like right now nobody's commenting on my clothes. But if I was dressed like that, would you comment on my clothes?
Bro, MGS
honest.
had his wife
Be
watch the
honest.
Thomas Crown Affair. But you're fucking playing with fire. All right, look down.
I'm looking down. I've been looking down this whole time. I even blocked my vision.
Wait, don't look yet.
I'm still not looking. I promise. I will not peep.
Okay. So wait, don't look yet. I gotta share it with them. This is Kurt Russell doing John Wayne. If we weren't copyright struck before, we definitely are now.
Big screen.
Won't that cover us up?
No, I don't think so.
You'll hear it immediately now when you just saw this
Jack
John Wayne.
Burton in the Pork Chop Express, and I'm talking to whoever's listening out there. Like I told my last wife, I says, honey,
this.
I never
Yeah, you've seen
drive
this with me.
faster than I can
But now
see."
you hear
Big
it.
Trouble Little China.
Yeah, now you're hearing it and you're like, oh shit, it's literally Kurt Russell just pretending
Yeah.
to be John Wayne.
Oh my god!
Like same speech cadence.
Pork Chop
Listen.
Oh my God.
Express, take his advice on a dark and stormy night, all right? When some wild-eyed, 8-foot-tall maniac grabs your neck, taps the back of your favorite head up against a barroom wall, and he looks you crooked in the eye, and he asks you
Isn't
if
that
you
cool?
paid your dues. Well, you just stare that big sucker right back in the eye, and you remember what old Jack Burton always says at a time
Check is
like
in the
that.
mail,
Have
baby.
you paid your dues, Jack? Yes, sir, the check is in the mail.
We can stop it there because that's the best fucking line ever. Dude.
I hope you guys enjoyed me discovering that with you because that was great for me. So I hope it was as good for you as it was for me. I love that.
It's always so fun to see because we're like way into movies. We can go
Also,
about
I've
movies
only
forever.
seen Big Trouble in Little China one time ever in my life, and it was 3 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah.
About a month ago now.
Right, we watched it together for the first time. It's a fun movie, man. Big Trouble
It
Little
was
China's
so
great.
Good. I loved
Yeah.
it.
Kim Cattrall's great in it. Everybody's great in it, dude. And it's so like, it's full of just
what a
like you
good
couldn't
movie.
do that today. It's full of like so much, like insanely weirdly casual racism that would never fly today. But you're also like nobody's trying to be like that too. I don't know. It's a weird time and place where you're just like it's
Yeah.
very cool and very fun. There's like just people randomly bringing guns into an
Studios
airport.
aren't gonna touch shit like that.
You know, I don't know. I feel like it could fly today, only because if you think that, here's the thing about Chinese culture, specifically Chinese culture in movies. is you're just like, oh my gosh, we wouldn't want to make this movie today. Big Trouble in Little China, where they go into Chinatown and they're like doing magic, and it's Lo Pan, this ancient Chinese person who's trying. Like, Chinese people love that shit. Have you seen their movies? All of their movies are like that. All of their movies are just like ridiculous, insane, fantastical fucking Chinese myths. Like, all of their movies, it's like Chinese movies that are like the American equivalent would be like if George Washington had like dragon wings.
All right,
and an
I like
automatic rifle. And like that's what their movies are like that talk about their history. So I feel like you could totally do it, and they would be like, they would be down
100% honest. The only Chinese director I know off the top of my head is Jackie Chan.
Well, think about his movies; they're so over the top.
I know I love Jackie Chan.
Chinese movie, and of course, China's so big; they have every kind of movie. They have China has a bunch of really, really amazing science fiction, like the third body problem, and I read a lot. I read several Chinese authors who do science fiction who I find absolutely amazing. Chinese science fiction and especially Chinese fantasy novels are so fun because Chinese fantasy novels draw on a different history than traditional European fantasy novels do, which draw on like elves and dragons and like traditional European fantasy, whereas Chinese fantasy novels draw on a completely different history, which is so neat and different. And there's even this guy Evan Winters, who did an African one. He's a black guy.
Oh, yeah, I remember when you were reading that.
And just like he did this, it was so cool. And all of his, it was written like a traditional fantasy epic, but with a African Yakub and the underworld type of thing. It was very cool. I know you're fucked up. Huh?
That one fucked up, man. I like couldn't not acknowledge how fat that dab was.
Oh, Tango and Cash, dude. Tango and Cash, one of my favorite flicks ever, dude. Love Tango and Cash. Samuel DeGrace back at it again, buddy. $9.99. I'm over 600 movies on iTunes. I've been slowly showing my millennial wife, dude. That's the best reason.
That's
once
exactly it.
Once you're at the right age, you can't do it too early. But once you're at the right age, use the French formula. You know.
What's that mean?
The French formula is half your age plus 7.
What's half my age plus 7?
That's how. No, that's for boys, sweetheart, not for girls.
What's the rule for girls?
the opposite of what the French formula is. The French formula is half your age plus 7. That's how old.
So half my age minus 7?
That's how old a girl should be that you date. So,
okay, but what's mine? What is it for girls?
So for me, that would be 26, 27. Would be like, that's the youngest.
Okay, so what's the youngest I can date?
The youngest you could date would be, I don't know. I'm not good at math. The youngest you could date, I don't know, would be 18, I guess. I think girls can do whatever they want.
Dudes in the army are like, oh, I want my chance at Cheyleesi. I'm like, I'm sorry, y'all are old. Can you send me your sons?
That's why you should always date a girl that you introduce movies to, because it's like you get to see them again for the first time.
No offense.
Oh no, did we lose internet? Bro, did we just get shut down for showing Kurt Russell?
It refreshes. But I think we did, yeah. I don't know. It refreshes.
Oh, I don't know.
No, we're still live. It says we're live. It dropped frames, so we're on a delay by 1 second. So I think that we are still here.
Okay, everyone's saying we're good.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Because as long as that counter is still going in that corner, and you can see right here, like all these, like it's still saying that we're reading at 60 frames.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure. Because, like, we've just been showing a bunch of copyrighted shit, so we're just like...
Yeah. All our shit just went, like... Was like, JK, bye.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh shit, dude. All right. Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
It's also storming outside, so I was like, oh shit, did we just lose internet?
Yeah. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick and be right back. We're close to pulling the ticket, like 15 minutes away.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I know, we've been watching movies and stuff.
Josh and I always talk about wanting to do a, like, watch party, but YouTube does not like it when you do that, because they take away all of your AdSense, and all the money that you get in AdSense goes directly to the studio, like, or whoever, you know, the copyrighted songs or whatever. You guys know that. So it's like, I don't know, it's hard to want to do it, to just like commit and be, but it would be so fun. I want to watch Big Trouble in Little China with you guys. We were thinking about maybe setting up a projector at the camp out. What do you guys think about that? And then maybe you guys can 1v1 me on Smash Bros. Or we could play Mario Kart. I'll set up like my Switch. Or maybe Big Trouble Little China watch party. Josh and I have kind of like commandeered. I want to make this real clear to anyone who comes to the camp out. Specifically Chase, if he's here right now, y'all aren't getting your campsite back. I have decided that's where I like to camp, and I'm not giving your campsite back. That's my campsite now. I like camping under the tree house. That's mine. With peace and love. I'm going to set up there in October too. Don't hate me.
I'm back. Are we still live?
They said do them on Discord.
The watch parties?
Yeah, you can do movies on Discord.
Yeah, I keep saying we're going to do it. We should, because it does sound like fun. Because I don't want to go back on Twitch. Fuck Twitch.
And I told them that we could set up the projector at the camp out.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Because we, like, literally for the camp out, we set up, like, a couch in our area. We were hanging.
I think it's funny, just, like, back to the French formula thing and all that. It's just, like, that's the number one way to tell who dated a girl before you got there. Like, what kind of person is, like, what movies. What movies she knows.
Yeah, that's the who
cooked here?
Yeah, someone's cooked here is that.
That's the meme.
That's the saying. Is like, oh, you can tell someone's cooked here because like this girl knows about comic books or like some weird ass style of music.
Yeah.
Why does this girl play StarCraft?
Right, somebody cooked here.
Someone cooked here.
Right. It's fine.
It's fine. It's just like the same reason why guys have matching comforters and curtains.
I also think
someone
like
cooked there.
obviously like I'm a dude, right? I'm a dude's dude. But I can also just admit when I'm doing stuff that is a little too dude coded. Like I admit that I'm wrong. And so there is this like urge to be like I have to show her everything. But that's an insecurity for sure. That's like your insecurity showing when it's just like, oh, if somebody else showed her this, it's bad. You know? She says she's single, but all her tires that are exactly 42 PSI.
I'm
fucking
sorry.
donkey busted, dude.
I'm sorry.
Busted.
I have paranoia. I have really bad paranoia. I'm like, what if I'm driving and I just explode all four of them at the same time?
That's so funny. Anyway, I'm just saying, like, it is what it is. It's just, it's society. It's not that girls can't get into motorcycles by themselves. Obviously, plenty of women do that. And good for them. Most of them wear it like a badge of honor, and they should. It's a neat thing to have done yourself, to get into motorcycles without a man helping you do it.
It's uncommon.
It is uncommon, but I'm like, you should, if you're a girl and you've done that, you should be proud of yourself. But it's not weird that, because it's mainly traditionally a male activity, that like most of the time when a girl has a bike, it's because she was hanging out with a dude who liked bikes. That's also fine. Like, you shouldn't be like, it doesn't make you less than. Like, if you kept with it and you stuck with it and you made it your own, why does it matter how you got into it? Like, what does it matter?
I don't think it matters.
It doesn't matter. And so it's just like, there's a bit of insecurity, I think, as me, and I'll say, admit this as a dude, when like if a girl like knows all this stuff, she like knows about all the movies I like already, and she's already rides a bike, and she already does all those things where I'm just like, well, damn, what do I have to offer, I guess?
Oh shit, guys don't like that?
You know? But that's an insecurity thing, because No, it's an insecurity thing because that's me going like, oh, what I have that's not that isn't good enough. Like I have to also offer all these introducing you and teaching things because I don't think what I have that's not that is good enough to impress you. So it's a hella insecurity thing. And if you can't admit that as a dude, then you spend a little time looking in the mirror. It'll help you, I promise. It'll hurt at first, but it'll eventually help.
Yeah. Yeah.
But most people will just be like, kind of get weird about it. That's where that weird feeling comes from as a guy, is that you're like, okay, I'm not good enough. So what makes me good enough is that I showed you all these cool things. And that kind of like hedges the bets on everything else. You know? It's a very guy thing. It's a very
I'm going to say as a
thing.
girl, when I know things that a guy knows, I guess, like when I'm into things that a guy's into, I just want to be like, look, I know things.
Yeah,
I know
for sure.
things.
Yeah.
Look, here are the things that I know, and I know things. Okay, look, I've learned things, and
So this is the difference.
I know them.
Do you think that a guy, honestly, not what you want, but do you think a guy is more impressed, or you think a guy is more eager for you to impress him, or for you to be impressed by him?
Oh my God, this isn't about him, it's about me.
I'm sure, I know. But that's what it is, what it boils down to. When you come and you're like, why don't you like this? Why aren't you excited that I know all these things? And it's because I feel less impressive now. And so that goes along all things. And if you're going to be a good partner, which I'm not saying you're not, but it's like if you're going to be a good partner, you know the times to let yourself be impressed by somebody and give them that and be like, you know what? Do your little dance.
Hell no! Fucking, I know things. I learned those things, and I fucking wear them like a goddamn badge of honor.
Some girls
You don't like it?
Some girls have a chip on their shoulder, you know?
Yeah. Some guys like chips. I fucking love chips. When I was a little baby, a little witch put a curse on me to love chips so much.
Robert Ridgway says, if you have her attention, you've already impressed her. To a certain degree, but it goes beyond that, man.
I'm going to tell you, you can probably know when a girl likes you.
You can get a girl's attention. And this has happened to me a bunch of times. You can get a girl's attention and it can fall through so fast. Like, instantaneously.
Well, that's the thing is you can tell when a girl likes you, but it's like a girl might only like you, like...
minutes.
For minutes. I'm sorry, we're fickle. Not all
You
everyone
think dudes don't do that?
Not everyone is, but...
I've fallen in love and out of love before a fucking episode of TV is over.
Yeah. So it's just like, see, it's not a girl or boy thing. I think it's really just a person thing.
Vindicius, am I saying that wrong? Vincidius, sorry. I wonder if his name is Vincent or Vincenzo. What do you like better, Vincent or Vincenzo or Vince?
It's definitely Vince.
No, what do you like better? Vincent, Vincenzo, or Vince? Vincenzo.
I like Vincenzo.
Yeah, I'm a Vince guy.
I'm going to say Vincenzo, but that guy's name is Vince. I'm going to call that.
He goes, do you think some guys get insecure when women ride a bigger or faster bike than them? Not I personally. I think that's cool.
No, but I like to make fun of it, but I honestly don't care. I do not care at all. It's like a tee-hee thing. Like, I make fun of it, but I don't actually give a fuck about what size.
Oh, dude, Truesdale's right. I forgot Vinny. Maybe he goes by Vinny. Big Vinny. I think Vinny might win. I don't know if a girl's got a better bike than me. I'm just like, all my bikes are, I don't know. I just said I just forgot. I was like, those are the only three options is Vincent, Vincenzo, or Vince. Oh. And there are people like, Vinny! I'm like, oh, damn, I did miss that.
Okay, well, nobody asked you guys, okay?
I think I actually did.
Fuck.
I don't know if a girl has a better bike than me. It happens all the time. I think if it's a girl I just met, maybe I would feel like weird showing up on like damn. I would just still roll with it, but it would be in my head. I would be thinking about it. And I think that that's an honest answer. Like if you could roll up and a girl's got a way better bike than you, and you're on your first date, and you would.
Why'd you ride your slow bike?
Well, what if it's the only bike you have? Is what they're saying.
Well, then I'd be happy that he's riding it all.
Sure, the girl. I'm saying as a dude, get it. Stop thinking about yourself.
No,
for 5 seconds.
I'm not. I'm the center of my own universe.
Obviously,
aren't you?
the girl with the big bike is fucking going like, "Oh, this is great. Be happy for me." As a dude showing up, and like by all means, just be confident and do your thing. But to say that you wouldn't think about it is ridiculous. You would be you'd be like, "Fuck."
Well, yeah, no, I'd be thinking about it too.
Yeah, you'd be
but
"Fuck, dude."
But like I said, I'm just happy that somebody's on two wheels at all, and I do not give a fuck what somebody rides.
I think
I'm gonna marry not for bike size, okay?
Oh, before the raffle ends, which we have 6 minutes on, I forgot to
Because the raffle is for a 125, okay?
That's a 150.
Oh, see, it's a 150.
Bigger than you thought.
It's bigger than I thought. You know, that's why you always...
It's a grower, not a shower. Dude, it started out being like, what is that thing? And the wind blew sideways.
I'm like, oh, it's a 150.
And you're just like, you're not fitting all that in at once.
And that's the link. And we are going to be calling a winner in about 6 minutes. If you are a last minute Larry.
Fucking anger goes. The crap you ride and refuse to fix. Most women have a better bike than you. You know, he's not wrong.
Josh doesn't actually have a running motorcycle right now.
No, I made 2 motorcycles run today.
Yeah, but were they yours?
Yeah. Thank you. I fixed the FXR and the shovelhead today.
Good job, dude. I didn't
even film it.
Why? What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I was just like, I wanted 2 running bikes.
And you didn't film it? What's wrong with you?
I just didn't. I just was like, what's what I did this morning? You probably heard me riding the bikes around.
Yeah, but I thought you were just having a little fun time.
Yeah, no,
I'm just kidding.
But now I have 2 running bikes.
Proud of you. And you got tires for the Goldwing. Real proud of you.
So, we're going to do this real quick, because this is funny.
Okay.
Right? Because there's not a certain time. We don't have to pull it at 9. I'll say when we pull it.
Sure.
It doesn't have to be
You guys
exact
have
at 9.
5
You have
minutes
time.
left. You have 5 minutes.
You have fine. You have 10 minutes. Who cares?
10
it's
minutes.
up to me.
Okay. Switch to the React screen.
Okay. So we were talking about TikTok, right? And I was like, let me find something to make fun of. And I saw this on like when I was searching, and I was like, oh fuck.
Oh no.
This is right. I was just like,
what is this?
Who is this?
Who is this and what is this?
It's a lady, obviously. You can see the boobs.
Yeah, that's a girl dragon.
Right. It's a lady dragon. Right. Big old braid. She's got some fucking knockers, I can tell. She's stacked. Or has an expensive bra. One of the two.
Yes.
So I was just like, what the fuck, dude? And I was like, in my head, I'm going like, oh, this is like funny because it's so fucking cringy. And she's like a mom or something, like she doesn't know. I was like, oh, I can't make fun of her.
904 MILF.
Yeah, she's like
her
a mom.
name.
Exactly. I was like, dude, I can't make fun of a mom, dude. She's got kids.
Yes, you can.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to.
She birthed somebody and now she gets a free pass to not get made fun of?
I just didn't want to. I was just like, dude, I'm not doing this, right?
I will.
Like, I was like, I'm not making fun of a mom. You know what it made me feel like?
Mom.
Thanks, fool, with the VTX. We appreciate it. Greeting, peeps.
Greetings. Fool with the VTX.
A points, fool with the VTX.
Smoke time before we draw.
I'm sorry,
The winner of the waffle.
I know, we're just totally fucking dragging him for one spelling error.
Greetings.
Greetings, fool with the VTX. We love you, brother. We appreciate you. He's good. He's in the P&W, by the way. Thank you. So I was like, I don't want to make it made me think of your mom. So I was just like, I don't want to make fun of a mom like writing.
Fun of my mom too,
I know,
though.
but I'm like not on stream.
No, not on stream
Right?
now. But this isn't my mom, so
Yeah, not on stream. So I was just like, what the fuck? But they're like, this is cringy as fuck. So,
Yeah.
right, I was just like, what is this, dude, bro? This is fucking like some sons at... I don't know. Anyway, I was just like, this is like what everybody makes fun of for Harley riders, right? But then I was like, okay, let me look at what else she posted. So let me ask you guys this. Looking at this right now, on a scale, so this is toxic masculinity right now, boys club, stag party.
This is toxic femininity.
On a fucking scale of 1 to 10, what do you think she looks like under the mask?
This bitch
Like,
has
do you think
something
she's
to prove.
do you think she's beat?
This is a bitch with something to prove.
You think she's just like Leatherface, like bags under her eyes? You think she has like Botox? Like, what does she look like under there?
Can I get more? Can I see all her
No.
tags?
This is, you've seen enough.
No, I want to see what tags she put. Like, I want to see the full caption is what I want to see. You know what? Maybe I'm judging too harshly.
Like, she's a mom, so she's not a young person, probably,
I can
right?
be a judgy bitch. So first of all, let's get that straight.
That's what I was just
So
like.
I'm always willing to change my opinion in an instant when it comes to like first impressions, because I can be a judgy bitch.
Bro, I was like, dude, this chick's name is Wanda. She smokes 3 packs of fucking Pall Malls a day. Right, dude? She puts baby oil on her face before she goes and tans. And dude, her face has got crags like the Grand Canyon, right? That's what I was like, dude, for sure. Right? For sure.
Or she's fine as fuck.
Bro.
And she just doesn't want to fucking.
Dude, I was like, let me see what else she's
She
fucking
just doesn't want to deal with
doing.
it.
And I went to
Or
her
she's a
page. I was
hottie.
like, dude, she's hot as fuck! Why is she so hot?
Why is she so hottie?
I would have never fucking said that,
I
dude.
changed my mind. I love her. I'm 904 MILF.
904 for life, dude.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No, she's a fucking total smoke show, dude. Look at her
The
go.
hottie. I love her.
Bro, I was
right,
like,
dude.
no way, dude. No way.
Pay your vape queen. I love her. Oh my god.
Bro, look at her
do
go.
Anything for her. Anything. I would literally take 10 years off of my life
You
for
never
10 minutes with her.
Bro, look at all these. You never saw it coming. And I was like, hey, you only used to do this? It's like, no. No, you didn't. She's always fucking shown her face. I'm just like, what the fuck, dude?
See, I told you I could be a hater. Okay. I don't fuck
Oh
with
my
chicken
god,
kids, though,
dude.
usually.
It's
No.
fine. It's fine. Like,
God.
obviously. I think she's probably fucking out of our league anyway.
Yeah, you think?
But like, I was just like, whoa, dude.
Oh my
How
god.
how is this the same? How is this the same girl?
I'm gonna tell you, that's not it. Maybe I'm just not
Oh
getting
my god,
it.
dude, that's so funny. I died when I pulled it up. I was like, whoa, I'm an asshole.
Yeah, no, she's definitely.
Yeah, she's got
taken.
Mason Fireheart in the bio, dude. Nobody's getting
Mason?
laid.
Well, I'd be sitting there with all my shotties on Instagram, just waiting.
Yeah. Just being like, maybe me, maybe it's today the day. You're looking for
I'm
that,
waiting
like,
for that day that is removed.
right? You're looking for that
I'm
post
like,
that's
it's
like,
my
I'm doing
chance.
me from now on.
It's the we're so back post.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Anyway, if you go follow her, be very nice. I'll give her a follow too. I'm sure she's very nice. She doesn't have a shit ton. She's got freaking 15,000 followers, so it's not like I'm pulling up some 1 million follower chick. Like, if people go there and say something, she'll know that I was talking about her. I didn't think you were cringe. I just like, I don't know. I saw the skull face and I was like, who the fuck is this person?
You know
Shame
what?
on me for judging a book by its cover.
You know, for real. And I
Because sometimes you take the skull cover off and they're hot. So shame on me, because sometimes
what?
you look
For
at somebody and you're like,
you undo their braid.
yeah,
You
sometimes
take the skull mask.
you take the skull like a librarian.
And she's a baddie.
You take like a
Baddie.
yeah, it's like the librarian being like shaking her hair loose, but instead it's a skull mask. It's true though, because shame on me. Sometimes I look at somebody, I'm like, what the fuck? But then they turn out to be hot, and I'm like, damn, I shouldn't have said that.
Well,
I'm sure she's great. Obviously, she's a mom. She rides motorcycles. I'm like very happy for her. Go give her a follow.
And shout out to anyone who's just trying, you know, like putting their content out
dude,
there, and because that's so fucking hard just to like put yourself on the internet and just like every day post shit and just to post yourself riding and trying something over and over again until it fucking sticks. And you can see that that's what she's doing.
She's
like
trying,
all her
dude.
shit, like it's not getting the most interaction, but you can see every so often it fucking does. And
she's working, dude. She's
everybody
posting her shit.
asks us what's the best advice for people who's starting out any content creation. It's just to post like this. It's literally to post like this.
Just post every day.
Keep posting every day because there's a 100% chance that your stuff is not going to be seen if you do not post it. Obviously. So fucking post every day.
Post your shit. Have a good time.
Post your shit. Have a good time.
Don't worry
Engage
about what
in
anybody
whimsy,
says.
Be silly. Buy a raffle ticket.
Yeah, we gotta do the raffle.
You know, like
Not that I'm upset about doing the raffle, but
I'm just saying.
let's give it's 9:04 right now.
That
let's
is
give
my
them,
piece of advice to you guys is to
give you
silly
guys
Max.
5 more minutes. So we'll go 9:10. We'll pull the ticket. Gives you enough time. I'm sharing the raffle right now. I think there's like, how much delay is there? Like 30 seconds or something?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a 30-second delay from when you're hearing us and when like...
It should be about 10 seconds because I don't set it to 30 seconds, so it should just be a 10-second delay.
So we got 5 minutes. 9:10, we're pulling the winner. So this is your last chance. A lot of people like to wait till the last minute. This is fine. I get it.
Last minute Larry.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
get
Josh
it.
always
Dude.
calls
It's
himself.
fine. Because I don't know. It's like gambling. People are like, last one, dude. And also,
now you're a second chance Sally.
Yeah, it's
he's
a
giving you that.
it's a
one last shot.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy because people always wait to the last minute. And they're like, somebody always wins from the last minute. I'm like, yeah, that's because like 80% of the people buy their tickets at the last minute. Like, it's not, whatever though, do your thing. I'm not, trust me, I know, I have enough weird I love to gamble, by the way. I love gambling. So I have enough weird gambling things that I do. So I'm not, do your thing. I'm not judging.
Yeah. They don't allow gambling in my enclosure, actually.
I'm taking you gambling a couple times. You didn't like it.
I'm not allowed.
You wanted to like take backs immediately. But then when you won, you're like, I want to do this forever.
Yeah. Don't take me gambling.
Which that's the right feeling.
You have to take me to the kid casino and that's it. It needs to be only for toys. Because, like, a mentally ill, sick and twisted mind like me is not meant to gamble.
All right, 5 more minutes for the XR 150. The motorcycle I rode across the country.
It was fun.
So I know that if you win it, because it comes with a ticket down to Florida, like we'll fly you down here if you want. Some people aren't able to do it. We drop it off for you if you can. You can ride it back home. I'll set you up. I'll give you the gas tank I use, or not the gas tank I use because you don't really need it. So it gets like 150, 200 miles per tank or something like that. It gets a hell of miles to the tank, so you don't really need any spare gas. There's very few places in America that you would run out of gas on that bike. So yeah, but if you want the gas tank, I will throw it in. For sure. If you want it. It's yours. But I know it'll make it home. Like the engines are solid as a freaking rock, man. What was that journey you said? The small bore rally? Smoky Mountain small bore? Yeah, I think I've heard of that, man. It's like a Grom event, or it started as a Grom event, but it's just all like small bikes. I would do that. That would be fun. I don't know what bike I would do it on because we're about to give away the XR 150 and then we only have Shay's Trail 125. I have to find something. What do I have else I have that's small bore? Miniature Kitty says I gambled and lost at work, but if I win one of these bikes, I'm fucking riding it home on my fucked up leg anyways. Well, I dig your style, kiddo. I like it. I don't know if you're a kiddo or not, but your name is Miniature Kitty, so I'm going to talk to you like one. Yeah, if you want the gas tank, I'll send it home with the gas tank. It's got the session stickers on it. I would take the trail too. It'd be fun. But I just like me and Shay both need bikes. We've got her KX 100. That would be fun, but it's not street legal, which does who cares? All right, 3 more minutes. Somebody's winning this bike. Which I get is not the most exciting bike ever, but it's so fucking cool. It's a very cool bike to have. Like, I use it, like, I'll just, like, I had this Harbor Freight Pelican knockoffs that Harbor Freight makes. I buy them all the time because they're so fucking cheap. And they work fine. They eventually leak if you leave them out in the rain enough. But whatever. They're like $20. I just have one of those set up as a tail bag. And I just use it to get beer. Because if you're going to go get beer from the gas station, it's way more fun to ride a motorcycle up there. Or beer or a drink or whatever. And I'm a gas station guy. Like, I don't like to get everything I need. I like to go to the gas station. I know there are people like that. I'm not alone in that. Some people don't understand it, but I like to go somewhere to get something. That's why I don't like to get everything. I like to have to go get something. Like, I like riding, and I always ride a bike. I like to ride to the store. You know. Ah, Pete, we appreciate you, brother. Well, we'll just send you a giant session sticker, Pete. You fucking earned all that and more, for sure. And we have 1 minute left. And it is fine off-road as long as you don't go fast. It's not a fucking dirt bike. It is a dirt bike, but it's not like it's a better dirt bike than a fucking Sportster, you know? But it's not like, you're not going to be taking off. You can set off a small jump, but you're not going to be like fucking bombing the whoops with it or anything. But you can ride trails at a reasonable speed. But it'll only go a reasonable speed, so it's fine. All right, we're down to the seconds. I'm going to pull the tip. When Shay gets back, it's over. When you see Shay walk in the room, say something. When you see, everyone in the chat right now, when you see Cheyleesi walk back into the room, say something in the chat, because that's when the raffle is over. It's when Shay walks in the room. It's all over. Well, not all over. Well, you still are entered to win the last one, but... Yeah, it's not for ripping. It's fine, though. I think I made it the stakes too high. Nobody's entering anymore. That's fine. As soon as Shay gets back in, we'll pull a winner. But I'm not gonna download the spreadsheet until she's in. All right, the raffle is over. Oop, one more person got in.
Lucky you. Thank you.
Oh, actually, they have to say it because of like it's not when you walk in; it's when they see you. So it's like.
Okay. Well.
And then I'll download it.
Thank you to.
Oh, they're seeing it. All right, Shay's here. It's over. All right.
Thank you to all our participants. See, it's like a 10-second delay.
I don't know why I always think it's so much longer.
I want to see all our last minute Larry names. See if I recognize anybody.
Of course we do.
I do recognize your names, but that's also because y'all be ordering stuff. So thank you so much for supporting Brap Star.
And anytime
I send out a package, I look at the name on the package and I'm like, I wonder who Pete Carvo is. I'm just kidding. Thank you so much to everybody who has supported Forgotten Angels mission. And like, I know that, you know, it's constantly changing because they are a small charity and the impact is literally directly in our community. So it's something that we can directly see, and I can meet the people that are affected each time. And, you know, we thought we wanted to expand and be in every single state, but it's kind of a lot, and we want to focus on our goals here in Tampa and make sure that our community and everything in here is in line. And we really couldn't do any of this without you guys. And all of it's going, like, we host the camp out twice a year, so you guys can come meet all the boys and come shake the hands of everybody that you're helping. We do invite the boys back. They don't always come, you know, like they've got jobs and some have graduated, some haven't, but they still always do visit. And if you follow Forgotten Angels on Facebook, that's where you can see the most updates about where the funds are going for the charity, because Cindy is posting regularly about the boys who are coming all the time or have graduated and where they are now. So if you go follow them on Forgotten Angels Florida on Facebook, that's where to see like the most like day-to-day stuff about what's going on at Forgotten Angels.
All right.
Because Josh and I are not there every day. We're just here to spread the good word and raise awareness about all the things that David and Cindy are doing.
Let's make a phone call.
Wait, you picked somebody already?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, we're calling them right now.
I always forget it's like not, it's anticlimactic. I always think it's going to take a second, but it's just like you click the like raffle, raffle creator, and it's just like select winner, and it's like, oh.
The hardest part is finding their phone number.
You gotta hold it up to the mic. Pull up this so we can see if the audio's coming up, please. Thank you. I just want to see the audio bars.
Come on.
Hi, this is...
No, hold up. Let me send them a text. It's not weird that they didn't answer.
That was a voicemail for sure.
Not weird.
That was a voicemail for sure, but call again. Call again.
Well, take a picture. Wait. What is that fucking face you're making?
Oh, was I supposed to take not a silly one? Wait, no, let's do a serious one. Go back, unsend it. Yeah, it's always going to be a Florida number because it's going to be either David or me or Cindy's phone or Josh's phone that you're going to be getting a call from an 813 number.
All right, I said, okay, let's do a silly one, but we'll make it serious.
By the way,
I gotta make sure my phone off.
If you ever get a email
It'll be a
or
phone call.
a comment or a DM or any sort of, if you're contacted in any way saying that you have won a raffle and it's us, we will not contact you in any way besides a phone call. If you do not receive a phone call from us, you have not won one of our raffles. You, like, someone's pretending to be us. It happens all the time where they're seeing that, like, an opportunity and it's awful.
Yeah, it's
just
really
like
fucking
bots.
sad, man.
It's just bots. Like,
let me try calling again.
Like, we're not going to contact you on Telegram.
That's always where it is.
Yeah, it's always on Telegram. We're not.
We'll call.
We will call you on the cell phone, on our personal cell phone number.
All right.
All right.
No, we'll stream for a mintle longer.
Okay,
so
yeah.
She might call back. I always wonder, like, it's sometimes it would
I just want to see our last one, Hilarious.
no, it's the other way.
Is it the other way?
Yeah. I mean, she was in the last 200 people. So I never know though when it's a girl. Like, and nothing against. I know there's girls that watch the channel. A lot of times girls will buy one for their boyfriend because they, you know what I mean. That happens quite a bit.
Yeah.
Like we will send out shirts.
Where he stole her card. I'm just kidding.
A lot of times we'll see orders like, and we're like, oh shit, a girl ordered this, but it'll be like a bunch, like a 3X shirt. I'm like, I'm not saying, you know, we got some large ladies that watch the channel. We love them dearly. But I'm like, oh, never mind. She ordered this for her husband, or he used her card. One of the two. But we'll give her a minute. Maybe she'll go. You know, everyone who entered is still entered to win the Miami device.
Yeah.
You're still entered to win it. So, I always want them to call me back, and we're just like, you know what she's gonna do? She's gonna call back
It's
when
9 o'clock.
dead
You
asleep.
know.
It's not that late. She's on this coast.
That is still late at night for some people.
Yeah.
And a weekday, 9 o'clock on a weekday. Who the fuck is calling you at 9 o'clock on a weekday?
I don't know.
You say it like that.
We sent pictures.
You say it
dude.
like that.
We sent a text.
I'm just saying, you know, like it can be late for some people.
Yeah, we sent the text.
Not
with
us
our picture,
personally, but it could
know?
be late for some people.
So.
Know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I hate when they don't answer.
Yeah, it's kind of anticlimactic.
I know. I'm just like,
They
it's the
don't
worst,
answer.
dude.
That's why I wanted to like give everybody an update about the person who won the raffle last time that we did end up getting in touch with them because they didn't answer either. I mean, it happens. It's like we can't expect every single person to answer every time, Josh.
Know. I'm just like
sometimes like they're not going to answer 3 raffles in a row.
Also, the raffle's been going on for like a month and a half.
I know, like
fucking...
It's okay. Better tone of voice.
No, I know.
It's fine.
No,
it's fine.
Good.
It's fine. She still won. What's her name? So we can at least announce her name. Kelly. Congratulations, Kelly. Kelly from
New Jersey.
Can you clap for her? Jesus.
Why would I clap? She didn't fucking call back.
She still won. Fucking asshole.
All right. Well, here's the thing. You know, only one person wins the bike. Or in this case, 3 people.
Yeah, because we're still giving a bike away on Saturday. So if you didn't win today, we will be giving a bike away on Saturday.
So, but I think this is one that you can all feel good about, man. Everyone can feel pretty good about it, especially you guys who've been to the camp out, and hopefully a lot of you guys who have yet to make it to the camp out. And, you know, it's always like, it is a little anticlimactic, even when only one person wins, especially when they don't answer. It just is kind of like a bummer a little bit. I get it. But, you know, ultimately what we're doing here is pretty fucking awesome. And I feel pretty fucking good about it.
It's a perfect bike for a girl. You know, 125.
It is. I wonder if she's probably got a skull mask. She's probably running a badass bike.
You think she's a baddie? You think Kelly's
She
a
might
baddie?
be a baddie,
You
dude.
think
Who
she's
knows?
a baddie in disguise? I think she is.
Yeah. Well, we would love for you guys to make the camp out.
Any baddies in disguise out there, please come, you know, to my bedroom tonight. I'll see you guys later.
That's going to be about this for this one. We'll see you guys
See you
very
baddies
soon.
later.
We'll see you on Saturday.
See you Saturday.
Yeah, we'll be pulling the Road Glide winner. So, see you Saturday.
Bye.
Till next time, goodbye.
Bye.
Farewell. Au fittes et au revoir.